Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this vlog, I take you with me to Meteora, a region in central Greece, known for its stunning rock formations and historic monasteries built on top of them. These monasteries were built in the 14th century, and the word Meteora means suspended in the air, which is a very appropriate description of this natural wonder. On this trip, we only visited 2 of the 6 monasteries that remain active today, and our first stop was here at the St. Stephen's Monastery, also known as the Monastery of Aghiou Stefanou in Greek. It is home to a small community of nuns who still follow the traditions and the practices of the Eastern Orthodox Church. Visitors can tour the monastery and its grounds, which include a museum with artifacts and religious relics, as well as a church and a store. Yeah, I remember getting into a store, and they sell different kinds of things in there. Admission is €3 per person, and both men and women are recommended to cover up as much as possible, as this place is considered to be a holy place here in Greece. St. Stephen's Monastery is definitely one of the easily accessible monasteries of the 6 that remain active. On this trip, like I mentioned earlier, we only went to 2, so St. Stephen's and the Holy Monastery of the Grand Meteoron, or the Great Meteoron, which we will get to in a minute. So as I mentioned, St. Stephen's is run by a small community of nuns. Of the 6 monasteries that are here in Meteora, there's 2 that are run completely by nuns. St. Stephen's is one, and then the other one is Rusonu. I know I'm not saying that right, but that's another one that's only run by a small community of nuns. I read somewhere that there are 50 active nuns in Meteora, so I'm not sure the specific number for those that are at St. Stephen's, but between the 2, there are 50 active nuns and then 17 active monks in the rest of the monasteries here in Meteora. It's crowded. The view of Kalambaka from this cliff was just breathtaking. There was something about this. The air was fresh and cool. It was nice and warm, so the breeze was just perfect. And there was something about being in this place, I guess because it's a holy place. It was just so peaceful, so inviting, and so comforting. I know it doesn't make sense because it was crowded and a bit noisy, but it was just so, I can't even explain it. It's something that you've got to witness for yourself. So if ever you're in Greece, be sure to include Meteora on your list of places to visit. You will not regret it at all. Each monastery is built on top of a different pinnacle, and to witness it in person is just majestic. You need to see it for yourself. Our next stop was at the Great Meteoron Monastery, also known as the Monastery of the Transfiguration of Christ. It is the oldest and the largest of the 6 remaining monasteries. This monastery is not the easiest to reach. Visitors must climb a steep flight of stairs that wind up the rock face, but the views and the experience of visiting one of the most important monasteries in Meteora, in my opinion, it makes it well worth the effort. It's not easy at all. It was hard. I was puffing and panting. I was breathless the majority of the time climbing up the stairs, embarrassing myself in the experience. But I wasn't alone, and again, it was well worth it. That's a whole different monastery that we didn't visit on this trip. I see offerings over there. I don't know what it is really. We started from over there. And we still have that much to go. I'm literally about to faint. Again, the ticket here was €3 per person, and the women had to cover up, preferably in scarves if you're not wearing a dress or a skirt. I took some time to explore the grounds of this monastery, but in some places filming is forbidden, so you won't see that in this vlog. There is a beautiful garden, a courtyard, a chapel, there's a library, and there's a mini museum. I think there's like 2 or 3, if I'm not mistaken, different kinds of museums. Again, filming isn't allowed in, I think, 2 of them, so you won't see that. Another place that I've visited, as you will see, is the church. I think there's like several of them as well. And then I visited the kitchen, which you will see in a little bit. This is the old kitchen that I was referring to. It's amazing how everything is still intact for over, I don't know, many years, many decades, and probably even a century. But it's been preserved, so this isn't in use anymore. But they've preserved a lot of these things just for people to have a look and have an idea what life used to be like on these century-old monasteries. Some parts of the monastery were out of bounds, I guess, for privacy reasons, but there's so much more to explore, so you never feel like you're missing out on anything. And it requires a lot of time. For me, in this particular monastery, it took me an hour and a few minutes, but I was actually rushing. If you needed to go through each museum and read through the documents that they have in there, or the literature that they have in the bookstore, if you want to browse through the products that they have in there, if you want to go into the chapel and be able to take in the beauty of everything that's on the grounds of these monasteries, then you're going to need a lot of time. For me, I was on an organized tour, so part of the tour was rushed. And I genuinely believe that if you want to fully experience Meteora, the best way would be to stay in the area for a couple of days and visit all 6 of them. Take your time, and that'll give you a full experience. This here is the rock face through which you either climb up into the monastery or climb down out of the monastery. Just came from up there, came down, and then up again through these stairs. I can hardly breathe. Just like at the first monastery we went to, which is Agio Stephanos, there's a mini market right outside the monastery where you can buy souvenirs and other bits and bobs. In addition to the monasteries, the Meteora region is also home to a number of hiking trails and outdoor activities, including rock climbing, mountain biking, and horseback riding. I did see a lot of hikers on this particular trip, I guess also because it was a nice warm day, so a lot of people were out to play. The breathtaking beauty and unique cultural significance of Meteora makes it a must-see destination for anyone visiting Greece. On our way out of Meteora, we passed through Kalambaka, which is a small town located at the base of the towering rock formations of Meteora, which attracts visitors from all over the world. I guess that's why it is one of the most visited places in mainland Greece. Visitors can easily reach the monasteries by car or on foot. I did see a lot of people walking on this trip, and the views of the surrounding landscape from the top of the cliffs are truly breathtaking, even from the small town of Kalambaka. I remember the last time that we were here, we stayed in a hotel somewhere on this street, and our view, I'll try and find a picture and put it up here so you can have a look. Ooh, it was so beautiful. It was just amazing, out of this world. Trikala is a small town very close to Kalambaka. It is also a getaway to the nearby natural attractions of the region, such as the Meteora Monasteries, the stunning Pindos Mountains, and the Plastira Lake, which offer opportunities for hiking and other outdoor activities as well as sightseeing. Trikala is a vibrant modern city with a wide range of attractions for visitors. One of the most popular attractions is the Old Town, which is a well-preserved example of Ottoman-era architecture with narrow streets, traditional houses, and picturesque squares. I didn't get to do much on this particular trip because I didn't have that much time, but I did manage to get around, which I will show you in a little bit. Here are some of the things to do here in Trikala. I don't know much about Trikala, but I can tell you that it certainly feels like a city from outside of Greece. It's got a different feel to it. I found it. I'm taking another one, guys, because we had change. Hast du para ready? Kali συνέχεια? Yeah. Trikala must definitely be a bike city. I see a lot of them, which reminds me of Amsterdam. And though I haven't been to all of Greece, I can tell you that not most cities look like Amsterdam here in Greece, at least to the places that I've been to so far. I love it here. I absolutely love it. I think I have found my favorite city. Oh, is this a city? Favorite town here in Greece. I don't know if I have the energy to even try and locate where these town attractions are. It would be nice to see as much as I can while I'm here, but let's see. I know where the bridge is, I know where the canal is, I know where the central square is. So 12, 13 and 15 for sure I will be able to do. The rest, today might not be the day. I don't know. I don't know how much time I have left, but I'll try and show you around. Maybe
I could try and find these, but do I have the energy? That is the question. I think I found one of the museums, but I'm not sure if it's open. It doesn't look lively at all. Well, the town is very chilled, so I imagine the museum would be closed today. Some more art. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's open. The gate is open though. Yeah, no, it's closed. I tried. I honestly did. I got lost. It's like getting lost in Gweru. Like seriously. But there's no better way to explore a place without getting lost in the process. I just need to find time to sit and have a proper meal, use the bathroom before returning back to Athens. The two restaurants that I've been to, the couple of times that I've been to Trikala, they're always so packed, and we've had to wait for quite some time to get our order taken in, to have the food delivered, which is why I've never really explored the city, because we never have that much time. So what I would do is just find a fast food joint where food can come out quickly, so I can explore a little bit today. Look at this park. It would be nice to just sit there and daydream. There's a bit of shade, so it would be perfect. This has got to be something I need to see, but it's closed. It's the Twin Ottoman bath, it says. I genuinely know nothing about Trikala. I just know it's a beautiful town. It's a beautiful feel. The air seems fresh and it's nice and chilled. It's also a good base for anyone wanting to fully explore Kalambaka and the Meteora. There's a bit more options here, but Kalambaka would be sufficient enough. Kalambaka is the city. I don't know if it's a city or a town. The town that we passed by when we were coming down from Meteora. I think it's only like 5 kilometers from some of the monasteries there. So there's a bit more options there, and I guess if you don't want to rent a car and have to worry about gas, Kalambaka would be a better option. But if you have time, then I'd suggest maybe making Trikala your base, so you get to see so much more than just Kalambaka. The food was terrible. My goodness. I don't know what's happening with me today, but there's nothing I've gotten so far that tasted great. Everything is just awful. Never again. Never again. Still have a whole hour. Maybe I could explore some more. Maybe I could find something that maybe. Shall we go find dessert maybe? I do have my drink which I found today. So excited. Look, I've had that much already. Because we don't waste time. But maybe I could go find something. Like on the bus I could hear, I heard some ladies talking about some dessert place. It's called Spatula. I'm thinking maybe I should go find it and see what I can find. I think we deserve it after this experience here. Dessert would do. I'm gonna use the bathroom and then leave. Let's go. Goodies was terrible. Now we're on a hunt for some dessert. We honestly deserve it after that awful meal we just had. I still have a bit of time to explore anyway, so. I don't believe there's ever a place in Greece where I'll be like, well, yeah, it's okay. It's all very beautiful. Like each place is very different, very unique in its own little way. But it's all very beautiful, whether it's the sea or it's the mountain, it's an island or mainland or some peninsula of some sort, or a small little town like Trikala. It's all very, very beautiful. I might have fallen in love with Trikala before, but that love has certainly been rekindled today. This canal here, it reminds me of Amsterdam. There's big fish in there. Oh, they're humongous. wanted to have the dessert now, but the way they packaged it is in such a way that I couldn't even. Too lazy. With this amazing view in front of me, I will end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, as well as share and comment. And if you aren't subscribed already, I hope you consider joining the family. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.